Like Jay-Z has had these platinum albums. He has. Let me stop. He hasn't elevated his style. I'm gonna say it. Who who's really ready for Kendrick to come back? But where are you, man? Where are you? No excuse. You're not bigger than Drake. You're no bigger than J. Cole. You're no bigger than Future or Rick Ross.
Nigga fucking right.
Monkey D. Goofy. D. Goofy. I'm the slobber this bad guy.
Why would they do that, bro?
Bro, because it's get you ready, don't Yeah, no!
Woo! Location talk. It is here. It is your boy. You can call me T-Rome, RomeyRome, whatever comes out easiest for you. And I'm here to give you that good stuff, that good content you want. And we talk about the sports, and we also talk about music and entertainment. This segment, this video is gonna be mostly about music, and just it's a lot of stuff that needs to be addressed right now, and we're just gonna hop right in it. So, the guy, the man himself, Jay-Z, very respected rapper. Former drug dealer, now billionaire, business mogul, very well respected. Very, very well respected. So he had an interview with I think was it like some Rolling Stone magazine or something like that. And they asked him about a versus, about a versus battle. Who did he think would, challenge him best in a versus battle? This man said with a straight face, no one can stand on that stage with me. No one, not no one in history. Like Jay-Z has had these platinum albums. He has. Let me stop. He's had so many platinum albums, so many. But come on now. You never heard of Lil Wayne? You never heard of Kanye West? I know which was his understudy, but he's become what he's become. Never heard of Drake? These are guys that can stand on the stage with Jay-Z and play 10 hits. If he plays Hard Knock Life, Lil Wayne can come back and play a milli. If he plays Mr. Nice Watch, Lil Wayne can come back and play something with Drake that he collabed with. Yeah, you can also say now, you can say this, nobody can stand on the stage with Jay-Z when it comes to the businessman as far as rapper businessman. Oh, I don't think so. I mean, Kanye West, I guess him again, but honestly, Jay-Z was just sadly mistaken, and Twitter let him know about it big time. And it's really I would say Lil Wayne is the best person for that versus because Drake and Kanye West, they're gonna say, oh, he signed them, which is not fair. You can't say that. But Kanye West and Drake are more made for a versus for each other. They're kind of like more pop-like rappers, more like mainstream. Just you can play them on a private school and they'll still get played in a public school type thing. So this Lil Wayne and Jay-Z comparison is really interesting, more interesting than what you think. Lil Wayne, he actually looks up to Jay-Z. Lil Wayne says that Jay-Z is the reason why he started rapping. And I believe him. Jay-Z set the standard coming into the new millennium. Excuse me. But yeah, he set the standard for coming to the new millennium in 2000, 2001, 2002, 03. All those hits, all those bangers, the swag, the jerseys, the throwbacks, all that. He set the standard, and coming into the new millennium, he was the guy that was coming with the platinum hits easily. All the features, all the collabs, it was Jay-Z. It's Jay-Z. And it didn't help none that he ended up dating Beyonce and marrying her. That just even more just put his status in a different level. But let me tell you something about Lil Wayne, Dwayne Carter. This kid has been in the rap game at a way early age, a lot more early age than what Jay-Z did, of course. He came in the game at 14 years old, okay? His impact, I feel Lil Wayne's impact on the culture was was just a lot more significant than what Jay-Z's was. Jay-Z had an impact now. He had an impact, but I feel his impact is felt more as a Jay-Z's more of a revolutionary type guy. You know, more of a, you know, knocking down doors and barriers type guy. You know, I'm gonna do this so the guy behind me don't gotta do this. You know, he gives me more of that type vibe. Lil Wayne is more of a, okay, you knock down the doors, now I'm about to go build my fucking house, you know, type thing. And I feel Lil Wayne hit he hit the earth with more of a strike, you know, than what Jay-Z did. It was more of a, when Lil Wayne really hit his height prime in like what, I would say the Carter 3, the Carter 4, I would say like around 08, 07 to 2012, 2011, it was Lil Wayne's world and we were all just living in it. And you can say what you want. Yeah, Drake was well in the mix too, but he was not doing what Lil Wayne was doing. Lil Wayne was setting trends with the fashion, the skating stuff and all that. It's endless. The truck fit, the dreads, the grill in your mouth, the face tats, the sound. You know, that's Lil Wayne. There's no Young Thug without Lil Wayne. There's no none of these guys. Face tats, all that. Everybody thinking they cool. That was Lil Wayne first. So when it comes to impact on the culture and impact on the rap game, I would have to give that to Lil Wayne. But as far as credentials, you know, Grammys and whatnot, which Grammys Lil Wayne is up there. But you know, when it comes down to the end of the day, I'm not no dummy. I know the credentials. Jay-Z, he's that guy. He's the OG, you know, he's the big mafia boss per se, you know what I'm saying? So, but my point with that is Jay-Z, Lil Wayne would definitely challenge you in the verses, and he could definitely win that verses easily. Easily, he could win that verses. And I'm just gonna leave that at that. Some people will say Rick Ross. I don't think Rick Ross got quite enough for Jay-Z. You could throw a Nas in there, but Nas is a little bit conscious. Like, I think a conscious rapper has to do a versus against another conscious rapper. You know what I'm saying? So I think Jay-Z would win that if he challenged him in the verses. But Lil Wayne for sure is the only one I'm thinking of right now that I can really say they could challenge him in the verses. That really would give it real due justice. But yeah, Jay-Z, you kind of got ahead of yourself, buddy. But there's a lot more stuff to talk about. So there's another debate that arose not too long ago about two legendary Southern groups, okay? The Underground Kings, UGK with Pimp C and Bun B, and Outcast, Big Boy and Andre 3000. Now, the OGs out of the two is of course UGK, but this is a real thing right here. This is the verses that they got to get together right here. Outcast versus UGK. The South needs it. The hip hop needs it. That'll be great. So, what you got to do is go down the list with the albums. Now, Outcast has a lot more albums than UGK. UGK has 2 official albums together, but they have a lot of underground tapes and mixtapes. But we're gonna talk about albums, okay? So, you got UGK, Super Tight, and Dirty Money. Both of their albums. Fucking put it on a plaque, put it on your wall, put it in your kitchen, tell your children about it. That's the real deal. I'm telling you, that's the South. That's when you play those albums, you taste the chicken, you smell the collard greens, you taste the sweet tea, the Kool-Aid is all there. Pimp C is the South spokesperson. When he was alive, he was the South spokesperson. He was the Southern, the general, okay? The slang, he had the country slang, that country confidence, that, you know, that Southern cockiness, all that was there. And you know, and Pimp C, you know, he just set the standard for all pimps around the world. You know, he's you know, the guy that everybody really knows is like, you know, that was the only rapper that you could say that got pimp for real. He was a pimp. The hat, he got the go watch the International Players video with the hat. Oh yeah, these two groups did a song together, so there's not no beef or nothing. This is just a, you know, a friendly, you know, comparison. So Go look up the International Players Club song that Outcast and UGK has together. The guy was fucking in a fur fucking jacket, the gator boots. There was a pimp. He was a pimp. Now, I can't think of another rapper who all these rappers say they were pimps. Too Short, but everybody else they want pimping. They just talked about it. This guy was a pimp, and Bun B brought that. He brought that rugged gangster sound to the group that they needed. You know what I'm saying? Pimp C was like the ladies, finesse that lady type man, and then Bun B was and it was a perfect mixture, and it just resulted into them being one of the best groups of all time. There's artists from Drake, Lil Wayne to T.I. All groups, all rappers are going to pay homage to UGK. Everybody knows the impact they had. Now, here we go to Outkast. They definitely had a lot more mainstream commercial success, that's for sure. Both of the individual guys in the group, Andre 3000 and Big Boy, both are, I would say, more famous when it gets down to it than Bun B and Pimp C than what Pimp C was. But okay, they win this battle. Outkast wins this battle because you know why? Southern Playalistic, right there by itself. Oh my gosh. Okay, AT Aliens. Okay, Aquemini, Speaker Box. Hey, come on, man. Like, who? How did they know that was something they should put out? How did they know that would go well with the hip hop world? They didn't know. You know why? They didn't give a fuck because they are who they are. They brought They said it's okay, Southern rappers. It's okay to not, be in that same box, that same mold as you would say UGK was in, and all the Southern, Southern rappers sound, like that organ, a hard organ sound, that that type of stuff. But these guys really became pop stars throughout, before it was all said and done. And Andre 3000, he's the best rapper out of all the four combined out of both of these groups. It just is what it is. The guys, he's one of the best rappers of all time. And some people say he's top 5. I won't say that, but he's definitely a top talent, a top 10 talent that we've had in the rap game. And he's one of those J. Cole, one of those groundhog type rappers. He's gonna pop out, every now and then, with something. And, he surprises all this year with this, he was featured on a Drake diss, with Kanye West. And that kind of surprised me. But he claimed that he didn't know that it was going towards Drake and all that. And I understand, I agree he didn't know. Kanye was being deceitful and, trying to make it seem like Andre 3000 chose a side, which he really didn't. He was just making a song with a friend he considered a friend, Kanye West. But Andre 3000, he's really the rapper that kind of makes this, kind of pulls him away because of that extra element of that conscious rap he had. And like, let's go by the hits they got. Hey Ya, okay, that's one. And then I Like the Way You Move. These aren't just like hip hop rap songs. These are like, these are great timeless songs right here, man. Okay, and I can't think of a wedding song, a UGK song you can play at a wedding. I'm sorry, I don't know. Living that a high life at a wedding. Maybe, it depends what type of family you got, but I'm not sure about that. You know what I'm saying? And now I would say that UGK has the best, even talent as far as a group, because Big Boy, I don't know what he really brings to the table. I never knew what he brought to the table for Outkast. I felt like another guy could have done that. What he did for Outkast. I've always felt he was a better actor than what he was like a musician, because he's not a bad actor. Because in Idlewild, he did fucking great. ATL, he did great. I like him as an actor. He's a great actor. But as a musician, he's not a bad rapper, but I don't think he I don't think he really brought, what he really could have brought to that group to really make it ascend to like, you know, into the stars. You know what I mean? But Andre 3000 definitely carried that group. We all know that. But UGK, it wasn't out. Pimp C was the star, but he wasn't carrying Bun B. When Bun B got on that track, he was saying what he was saying, and everybody heard it, and we fucked with it. And Bun B is a, the groups are a lot more like what we keep thinking. You got the star at Under 3000, Pimp C, and then you got the more laid back, the more ducked off guy, Big Boy and Bun B. But I definitely feel like Outcast is a better vibe and all that. But not to say that it was a runaway and anything like that. UGK, if it was all about the South, it's UGK all day. But if we're talking about like just music in general, the impact on music in general, Outkast, they changed it. They changed the game. I didn't know when I was small. I knew when I heard all the shit from Speaker Box, all that stuff I was talking about. I knew that was different. I knew it was something that I haven't heard before. I knew it was something that really wasn't really going to be done again, because is there going to be another Outkast? How can you duplicate that? You can't duplicate Equimini, AT Aliens. You can't, certain playlists, you can't duplicate that. That was just that's what it was going to be. And that's why I said you can kind of duplicate a UGK type of, you can duplicate a Dirty Money, you know what I'm saying? You can duplicate that, a little bit, the Young Boys. You can get some some players, some guys out there to spit some good Southern stuff, but you can't duplicate whatever type of extraterrestrial shit that Outkast was doing, because man. But shout out to Outkast, y'all gonna get y'all flowers one day, y'all get that Lifetime Achievement Award, I think about probably 4 or 5 years, but y'all definitely set a standard for rap groups. So, but who's really ready for Kendrick to come back? Huh? Who's really ready for Kendrick Lamar to really come back? I mean, okay. This is one of the best rappers of all time, okay? No kidding, no joke. Didn't listen to his last album, but he's one of the best rappers of all time. But ask yourself this question. The way you were waiting on CLB by Drake, the way you were waiting on J. Cole's album from J. Cole, okay? The way you were waiting on Future, the way you were waiting on all these other people, your very loved artists to drop. Are we really just bothered that Kendrick hasn't dropped yet? Are we really, annoyed at the fact that he hasn't dropped in like 3 or 4 years? I'm not. I don't give a hoot. You know why I don't give a hoot? Because he hasn't elevated his style. I'm gonna say it. Okay, Kendrick, we know you can rap fast, we know you can rhyme, we know you can say the most conscious things of all time, but how are you gonna make your style, which is already legendary, how are you gonna make this? Because there are some lyricists out there now. There's some guys that'll make you, stare into the atmosphere and like, like, what did he say? What did he just? Yeah, there's a lot of guys out there like that. So don't think you're the only one out there that can say a bit and make somebody think. Everybody can do it, all right? Kendrick, get your head out your ass, man. Please. Oh my gosh, like, do a movie soundtrack, something. Oh, bro, like, what are we supposed to say at this point? Like, I gave you credit, okay? You're one of the best of all time. You're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. But where are you, man? Where are you? There's no excuse. You're not bigger than Drake. You're no bigger than J. Cole. You're no bigger than Future or Rick Ross or Wiz Khalifa. And they've all dropped albums within the past year, 2 or 3. They've all dropped 2 or 3 projects since you last dropped yours. Who do you think you are, son? I don't want to make this personal, not like that, but the only reason I'm even addressing this is because I know the talent he has, and I know, the rap game needs Kendrick Lamar. Okay, the rap game needs Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick Lamar. This is what we need. Okay, we need you, man. We need you. Okay, but at the end of the day, we will forget about you if of course we'll forget about you if you don't drop something soon, but we also will forget about you if you don't come back correct. Okay? It's the difference between coming back and then coming back correct. If you come back on this whatever that shit you was on that album, that album that I didn't listen to, if you on that, man, go ahead, go back to the hole where you came from, man, because I don't know. At this point, it's like, okay, you call yourself. They say our generation has a Nas. Our generation has a Tupac. Our generation has this. Our generation has a lot of talent. I believe our generation has all. Our generation has all those guys I just named, but in a more polished, in a more direct way. We have all those type of artists, and they're here for us. But we have a Kendrick Lamar. We have a Nas mixed with a Tupac on the couch. On the couch. Ain't made a snippet, ain't dropped nothing. Ain't did one of those Snapchat stories when you play the music in the background and you just rapping your own song. Ain't had none of that. Nothing. Because he thinks guys, Kendrick Lamar think he's the GOAT. Okay? He thinks he's at the level to where he has nothing else to prove. He thinks he's knocked it out the park. He said, I've mastered it, so I'm at the Jay-Z level to where I can just not put out nothing for years and years, and I still be elite and considered one of the best. And not me. I don't know if you noticed, there's a whole new generation coming up out here of hip hop fans, okay? And they can't even recite a song from yours. Okay? You had my generation. You came up with the class of 2013 and like the 23 to 28, 29-year-olds. That's your audience, Kendrick Lamar. That's your audience, man. That's your audience. We're not listening to you anymore. When the last time you played Good Kid, Mad City? I don't remember. When the last time you played To Pimp a Butterfly?
Is this thing on?
You ain't played the shit, man. You ain't played it. You haven't played it. Okay? Now, Good Kid, Mad City is one of the best albums of all time, and it is not even a question. But that's it. That's it. Kendrick, one day when you get old and gray and everybody starts having all these arguments of the best of all time, and they list out the albums, it's gonna be Good Kid, Mad City, and then the rest is gonna be a bunch of question marks because you haven't. Damn. Well, let me tell you something about damn, okay? Since people want me to talk about damn, you damn straight I don't listen to it no more, okay? If it ain't Good Kid, Mad City, I ain't about to consider it, okay? I don't know. I don't know. Kendrick Lamar, you gotta have a response to this, man. You have to respond to your first album. You have not responded to your first album yet. Not yet. Not yet, bro. His albums don't even match to Future's right now. His albums can't compare to Rick Ross. His albums can't compare. Wait, hold on for this. Got something for you. His albums cannot compare to Big Sean. His albums can't compare to Big Sean right now. No, they can't. When you list them out, like I said, you got Good Kid, Mad City, then what else? What else? What else are you really putting up there in that upper echelon that you really just ride around to? I feel like the Rain on Kendrick parade is, that's enough. I'm not gonna keep, like I said, he's respected. I respect him. He's a GOAT in his own right. But man, you have got to give us something. Give the people something. Do you care about your fans? Or is this all about you? You tell me. But as for the people who are dropping albums and who are looking to give the fans something they want to hear, how about that Gunna Wanna? That Gunna. Gunna's an interesting rapper, because he is a rapper, but he's in his own lane because nobody sounds like him. He gives me this, I know it sounds weird, he gives me this Korean, this Buddha peace-like feeling, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like he's still a rebel with it, like he's still like, I'm gonna take you down, do this and do that. I don't know how to explain that, man. Gunna is like in a good little spot right now because nobody sounds like him. He's in his own lane. He's with a good label. He has good features. Everybody likes him. You know what I'm saying? He sounds good with just about any rapper. You can match up Gunna by any rapper. He can sing with you. He can rap with you. You name it. And I really got excited because Drip Season 4 is supposed to be dropping next Monday, right? And he dropped a snippet. And if I can get a speaker around here quick, I can play a snippet for you. And Gunna's reminding us all why we love him. Why he's reminding us all why he really is. I feel Gunna is one of those rappers who's on the cusp of really just one day is gonna be one of the main go-to rappers for everybody, who really listens to rap because it's a good vibe. And check this out. This is a new snippet he's dropped from Drip Season 4. Tell me what you think. I can listen to that all day. But that's Gunna. That's what I want. It's what you expect. It's what you expect. Gunna is somebody you can like listen to before work, listen to after you get off, listen to in a wake and bake in the morning. He's that type of rapper. He covers all the boxes of any time of the day. He's one of those. So that's gonna be exciting and really his feature game is really one of the best because he knows who he sounds good with. Future, Lil Baby, Young Thug, of course, the person he signed to YSL, and who was a good collab. I would like to see more Drake with him and Drake. I feel like him and Drake could really do some damage out there. I feel like they could really they could do like a little 5-song EP and people go crazy over it. But Gunna is somebody I'm really looking forward to for his future career because he's showing me that he has a sound and he always kind of tweaks it a little bit. And each album he's came out with, he's always sounded a little bit better. And it's like, okay, man, like he keeps finding ways to finesse his sound and and make himself even more relevant. And ain't no stopping Gunna. Gunna's not going nowhere anytime soon. And my request for Gunna is to please, I'm sure he's tried or been trying to, but more Drake collabs in the future, that would be very wise. And even more future collabs because that shit right there. Excuse me. That shit right there is gonna tear up the fucking clubs right there. I don't know what that was, but that's gonna be something serious. So, man. And speaking of Drake, I would like to talk about where Certified Lover Boy ranks in his albums, in his you know catalog. Uh, I have it five actually. That sounds low, but when you're number five in a Drake catalog of albums, it just that's not an indictment to you. It's just it's Drake. You know, all of his albums are like Thriller. You know, they all pop off the shelf. But here's the order I have them in. Number one, Scorpion. Number two, Take Care. Number three, If You're Reading This Is Too Late. Number four, Nothing Was the Same. And number five, Certified Lover Boy. And after that, you got the More Life, you got the Thank Me Laters, which weren't bad at all, but they wasn't that. And Certified Lover Boy, the reason why it falls behind all those I just told you is because this is a Drake. The albums we heard before the Certified Lover Boy, those were albums. That was a Drake that it was kind of new for us. You know, the first time we kind of heard it. You know, the first time we kind of heard Drake in that tone. You know what I'm saying? Certified Lover Boy is more of a stamp. You know, of him just confirming like this is who he is, the singer rapper. You know, I'm a rap sometimes, I'm a sing sometimes. I might do it in both tracks. I might do it just one in one track. I might do one in another. You know, that's who he is. I'm always shout out Houston. I'm always give love to you know, these certain cities. I'm always shout out these Houston rappers and you know these colleges, and that's who Drake is. Drake gets people going because even though he's as big as he is and as famous as he is, he's so relatable because he's always paying homage to the average Joe, right? He's always paying homage to average like things, like average colleges, average cities, average people, average clothing. He's always paying homage to, you know, average things. That's what makes him even more of a, you know, a star. I feel that's what made him. That was more of the secret to his success. I feel over the years was, you know, he knew that he couldn't come in the game acting bougie. Come on now. Everything was working against him already when he came in the game. You already coming in trying to sing. You're coming in, you know, you're mixed. I mean, that's had something to do with it. You played on Degrassi. You know, you sound like a white boy when you talk. So he knew if he was to stay around for a while, he was gonna have to be relatable. He's gonna have to be true to himself. If you talk like a white boy, then you just sound like a white boy. Don't force nothing else. Be the way you are. And he knew that was a key to him being who he was. Don't try to, you know, dress all different and be somebody. Just be who you are. And that's why Drake is who he is, because he stayed true to himself while still being humble, while still paying homage to the average Joe and average things, average people, average schools, average cities, average girls. Okay? Drake is not known for the dating the big time celebrities. Drake's gonna pop out with some bad bitch that you ain't know nothing about from fucking Kansas, and you ain't gonna know it until he talks about her on his fucking song and shit. Okay, so he's that type of guy, and that's why I fuck with him, because you know nothing was handed to him. You would think a guy like Drake, oh, he was a silver spoon. Nothing was handed to this guy. He's had to claw his way to the top. I'll give it to him. He's had to claw his way to the top. And of course, he's my favorite rapper. But the reason why he's loved by the people in general is because he gives something for the best of both worlds. And not only that, and right when you think you know who he is, right when you think you know what he's gonna do, what he's gonna say, he comes with something else. And Certified Lover Boy, it was to me the best album of the past year. I feel there was some ones close to it, but I mean, what album do you think from last year that really just was shitting on Certified Lover Boy? Like, come on, let's be real. I mean, Rick Ross had a pretty good album. Wiz Khalifa had a pretty good project, but there's not an album I can say there's not an album I can say that really just ran away with it and just ran away with Drake. So Donda, come on, no sir. So again, any year he drops an album, it's somehow always the best album of the year. So that's definitely telling us something. You know, I don't know how many more years this guy has left. He's gonna be the fucking Tom Brady of the music game. You know, there's a lot of people who record and all that. There's a lot of artists who release music in their later years. Anybody can release music. Anybody can do that. But who's gonna go platinum? Who's gonna sell 200K in a week, 300K in a week? Who's gonna break Spotify streams and billion streams and shit? Who's gonna do that? Okay, the list gets very small. We start talking about things like that. The list is very small. But I know one thing: Drake is on that list. So anytime I talk about music on this channel, anytime I talk about rap on this channel, there's a great chance that Drake will be brought up at some point. At some point in time, in some fashion, because he's a GOAT. It's get to the point to where he's starting to be tied to everything. I mean, start thinking about it, start talking about it. Try having a 30-minute conversation about rap music and not bring up Drake. It's gonna be so hard. It's gonna be so hard. I'm telling you, it's gonna be so hard because the guy's been around since 2009, and he has been having his foot on people's necks, and he is not letting up. He's not. He will laugh in your face and tell you he's not gonna let up, and he won't. He told us a decade ago. I'm gonna say something so funny. He said a decade ago in one of his songs, 10 years ago, he said, we'll see who's still around 10 years from now, a decade from now. That was like, I think that song was like 11 years ago. The guy's still going platinum. He won Artist of the Decade, the past decade. 300K and 200K in a week sales. The most streamed artist in Spotify history. The boy from Canada did it. The rap GOAT is not from America. It's not from New York. It's not from LA. It's not from Texas. From Toronto, Canada. And hey, I mean, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, he's gotta be rap is born here, so it's gotta. No, man, like, nah. The GOAT from Canada. I mean, let's be lucky that he shows a lot of homage to America, and he fucks with Houston and cities in our country a lot, because he could be one of those asshole rappers and only all about Toronto and like, you know, all my city only and this and that, and see how you like that. But he's a fair guy. And I feel around if you really, this is too late, that was around the time he really started embracing his own country more, because he couldn't come in the game doing that. There was no way he's gonna come in the game on all this Toronto 6 stuff and all that stuff, and nobody was gonna embrace him that way. He had to come in the game on the Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, you know, doing all that, you know, because, and then once he got established with Thank Me Later, Take Care, you know, then, okay, now let me tell y'all about the 6 side. Know yourself rolling with the 6. That whole album was like a coming out party for Toronto. Like, that's what it was, if you ask me. Party Next Door and all these people. That was a hey, we're coming, guys, to let you know they're coming now. We're all coming. That's what that was. And hey, I liked it. One of his best albums. I was jamming this shit yesterday. So, but man, oh. Wow, guys, this was a good one. This was a lot of stuff to talk about. It's still a lot more to talk about, but we'll get into that soon at a later date, but very soon. In 2022, it's going to be hefty. It's going to be hefty. You want to be getting videos back to back, like the Chicago Bulls in the 90s, all right? 3-peat, 4-peat, 5-peat, okay? It's all coming. And I appreciate y'all for listening. You know, keep coming, comment, let me know things you want to, you know, hear about. You know, good rap debates, good stuff to conversate about, good topics to bring up. Is let me know. And this is RomeyRome, baby. Location, music segment. I'm out of here, baby.